Okay, let's do problem 6. So here we have a couple radical expressions, and we're going to be plugging in a, b, and c. So for part A, we have a is 4, so we're going to say 4 squared plus negative 3 for c, negative 3 squared. 4 squared we know is 16. And negative 3 squared, because it's all in parentheses, is going to give us positive 9. And so when we have two terms getting added together in a radical, we want to add those together first before we take the square root. And so we're going to get the square root of 25 adding those together. So our final answer is going to be 5. This is that case where we have the radical with the 25, and so that means we only have to give the positive answer. The only exception to that is when we had our equations like this where we took the square root of both sides, and in this case we want to give both positive and negative 5 as an answer. Okay, now for part B, we have square root of a times b times c squared. So we have 4 times 5 times negative 3 squared. We want to make sure we put that negative 3 in parentheses, so then when we square it, we get positive 9. And so we have 4 times 5 times 9, all under the radical. Now, unlike part A where we had 16 plus 9, we had to add 16 plus 9 together first before we could take the square root. But when you have three numbers multiplied together in the square root like this, we can take the square root of them individually. The reason that's helpful here is because we know square root of 4 is 2, and we know square root of 9 is 3. So we can take this out of the radical as a 2. We can take the 9 out of the radical as a 3, multiply them together on the outside like this, and leave that 5 underneath because 5 is a weird number when we take the square root. It's not a nice one like 2 and 3. And so our final answer, simplifying down, 2 times 3 gives us 6. And so 6 times the square root of 5, or you can say it out loud as 6 root 5.